Previously.
Hey, Daggerwin, look at this.
What is it, Dennis?
Well, looks like some kind of false wall. And look behind it. A door.
Hey, you're right. Oh, it's opening.
Well, what can you see?
I can see a cement mixer and some wheels. I can't see anything else. He slammed the door on us. Come on, Dennis. Help me push this false wall open. Well done, Dennis. Was that your back creaking or mine?
Well, it won't have been mine. I lubricate mine every day.
Ah, well, it must have been mine then. Okay, you ready, Dennis?
Go on, open it up.
Okay. How did you get in here? Why are you in Dennis's shed crying? Dennis, do you have anything to...
Now look here. Get off my farm right now.
Dennis, calm down.
I'm sick of this. This child pretending to be my son. It's really upsetting me, actually.
It's okay, Dennis. 1 second. Just take a breath.
You must be joking. Go on. Get out.
Go on, Dennis. I'll deal with this.
Well, I could do with a sit down after all that breaking in.
Come on, please, just be straight with us. Why are you pretending to be Dennis's son when you clearly aren't? And why did you go in here and lock yourself in? Oh, I don't know what to say now. I'm telling you, we're related. I thought he would be understanding. I think there's only one thing for it. Somehow you're going to have to prove that you are related to Dennis. I'll do anything, honestly. So you'd be happy to take the test? To see if you two are related? Like I said, I'd do anything. Okay. Dennis, you might want to come back in here.
Right, there's only one thing I want to do. Give me that chainsaw on wheels.
No, my bike! Don't worry, Dennis has gone to sit down. He just needs to take this in. You know what? I came here looking to find him. And all I've done is regret it ever since. No, where are you going? Hello everybody and welcome back to the farm. What a chaotic day yesterday was. Now I'm starting to think that this so-called son of Dennis's is genuine. I just can't see any reason why he would be pretending. It seems very strange, and Dennis did have a bump on the head, a really bad bump on the head, which actually did trigger his recent stroke as well. At least they think it is what triggered his most recent stroke. So he has already been diagnosed with a memory problem. He might have forgotten that he had a son. He never mentioned it before, I know, but he had no reason to mention it. So I don't know what's happening exactly. I don't know if he is actually going to agree to this test, but we're going to find out. Anyway, my workshop here is good. Everything's very nice here. I don't think I need to mow today, but at some point we're going to hopefully get some more attachments for that, and we'll also need to mow this grass here, but again, it doesn't need doing just yet, so that can wait. Now, at the end of yesterday, there was a bit of an accident on the road. I have heard that he's actually okay. Just a few cuts and bruises, nothing too serious. He was very lucky. But amazingly, Dennis has actually agreed for him to stay with him whilst he rests up, and apparently as well, he is John Smith, the person who booked many, many times. So he kind of already had a slot to stay at his bed and breakfast. So I actually need to do some things here at the farm. Twiglet should be okay for food, but water is definitely very empty. It needs to be done. How you doing, Twiglet? We should actually take Twiglet for a ride. It's about time. Paula normally takes him for a ride, but she's not here today. And my sheep, they're very happy, these sheep. I actually do have more than I used to. Last year they were doing a bit of breeding. Yeah, food is good. Yeah, it all started with 2. And now we have about 5. Just get topped up. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So, yep, we've got the bales. They are fermenting. They're going to be ready to sell fairly soon. We also have the other field just through here, which is going to have to be cut at some point in the very near future. I'm not too sure if it's going to be today. We'll just have a quick look and see how it's going. I did fully fertilise this, though. Actually, yeah, it's not fully grown, but it's not bad. The area which I reseeded last year, where the sinkhole was, that has fully grown. Or it's as long as it needs to be. But we could wait, or we could just give it a first cut. I think maybe a first cut would be good, because I do need to make some hay. I think what I'll do is I'll check the weather forecast, and we will see what the weather is going to be like. If it's going to be nice and dry, sunny, then we can make the hay. We don't have to worry about it not drying out and just rotting, because we don't want it to be too wet, because it will just rot on the ground. Oh yes, and nobody has claimed these drums, so I think today I'm going to start to auction these off. It would be a good idea to. So one of them is 100% mine. I think well, actually it doesn't really matter which one we claim. Shall we take a different colour? I have a red one. Shall we take... what should we go for? What a choice. Too many. I think because we have a blue tractor, the Ford, we will actually get the blue one as well for the Ford. I think that'd be good. I'll just take this off. I think what I'll do is I'll just spin round and put it into the same shed, in the same position. Although, actually, if I'm going to be using that mower, that's not going to be a good place. Yes, the field which we're going to cut is obviously smaller than it used to be, because this yard is exactly where it used to be. But it's still a bit too much for our little mower. I'm going to have to do it with the little mower, because I don't have anything else. But, yeah, it is time, really, for me to upgrade, but I can't afford it. Very soon, I will be able to afford it. Okay, there we go. Just pop that there for now. Okay, that should be good just there. And we'll attach to one of these weights over here, and we'll probably keep it on the tractor for now. Because I'm going to be using the old tractor just over here for mowing. It's actually really good. You can get it right into the corners. It's so useful. Really good. So I'm so pleased that we actually did manage to find it and restore it and stuff. We'll pick up the blue one. I don't think it's an exact colour match, but it does seem to be close-ish. Well, it's a shade of blue, which doesn't really narrow it down. But anyway, it's good enough. I suppose we could have had white, because this tractor does have white on it as well. Okay, so we'll get that picked up, and that is all good. Okay, I don't want to block in the mower, so we'll go right over this side. Part of this tractor here. And we should have no issues driving through there with this. And yep, I think once I've checked the forecast, if it's all good, we're going to get the mower going into the field and get the first cut of the year. To be fair, I think it is about time anyway that we did the first cut, because it is the end of spring. So, yep, oh sorry. Walking into the path of the traffic. Anyway, yeah, the weather is on my computer. I couldn't get it loaded up on the phone this morning for some reason, so I have to look on the laptop. Okay, so here we are in the house, and it's looking sort of just okay. It's going to be very overcast, not raining, which is good, but really, I think leaving it 2 days might be a good idea. Maybe one day, maybe tomorrow. I would like to get it done this weekend ideally. So I think, yeah, I'm not going to rush into it because it's not that long, and we would benefit more from it if we allowed it to grow fully. So I think we'll give it at least 24 hours. Beautiful sky today. I was just having to think that actually, although my grass might not be ready, there is a possibility that the grass at Dennis's is ready, because that hasn't actually been cut for a long time, and I don't really want to be doing both the farms at the same time. It's just going to be too chaotic. So I might just pop over there. Just wondering, I don't think Dennis has a mower, does he? Has that brush cutter, but I don't think he's got an actual finishing mower sort of thing, a conditioning mower. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll head over there, and we'll see if it's worth doing, see if Dennis wants it doing. He probably will do. He might be oblivious to it needing to be cut anyway. And then we can decide what we're going to do with it. Today all we have to do is cut it. It could be hay, it could be silage, it doesn't really matter. But I think probably the best thing to do would be hay, because he has his own sheep and they're going to need some hay. But as I am the person looking after them, he probably is oblivious to the fact that he needs to have a supply. So I think it's probably best if we just do it. Now, we did fertilise the field earlier in the year, so we know that the grass field is there to be cut and used. It's not just there for decoration, like most of the things in his yard. So, yeah, well, even if he doesn't want it doing, at least I'll have taken us for a nice drive. It's nice to use this tractor again. It's a bit smoky, but it's old. It's good. Nice machine. Yeah, beautiful sky. Okay, well I am quite hungry. I think we will go here first. Best turn the lights off, otherwise we might have a flat battery when we get back. And I've gone in the end space because otherwise the mower would be sticking out and everybody would probably crash into it. So I think it is just safest there. Right, there's not many places on the tractor actually to store things, so I can't really buy too much. Yeah, I couldn't really get much because I know that there's just... Well, I think there's one storage area. We've got a little toolbox there, but I can't exactly do a full shop on it. Right, so I've just been in there to ask him if he wants it doing. He said yes. They were both just in there staring at each other, so it was a little bit awkward. And, well, as you can see, there isn't really much left of that moped, or chainsaw on wheels, as I think Dennis has called it a few times. I think that's what took the brunt of the impact, so it was good really. Just a few cuts and bruises. I don't think I really believe that forecast anyway, because it did say it's going to be cloudy, and it's pretty sunny. Not many clouds. So, yeah, I'm going to just continue mowing this field as if it was for hay. I think it will be for hay. I don't think we're going to have any problems. But then again, cracky, you should really get his little strimmer out and clean these weeds up. It's very difficult to get in the gateways. Yeah, then again, I could be wrong, and it could just be really miserable for the next few days. But then we could just do silage, so it's fine. I think before I begin, I will just close the gate, because otherwise it's going to be in the way. But it is a very nice, well I was about to say morning, it pretty much is morning, but almost afternoon. Right, here we go, Dennis. Mowing the field. It is quite a big field, so this is going to take a bit of time. But there's no rush, because everybody is happy. Twiglet's got everything he needs, except for the straw. The sheep here are happy, the sheep in my farm are happy. So we can spend the whole afternoon on this, enjoying this lovely, repainted, refurbished tractor found in the undergrowth. It's impressive stuff. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go back around in the opposite direction. We're pretty close to the edge here. Quite a few weeds and stuff which we don't really want. A few trees overhanging. So I think we're pretty much marking out the boundary here. But once I've gone around a few times, I'll probably start going up and down. Whatever's easiest, doesn't really matter. So I'm going to crack on. I'm expecting this to take 4 hours. But like I said, no rush. It's good to use some older, smaller machinery. And when I say older, I mean really quite old.
What to do, I count to 3 when you're next to me. I love you, what to do now.
I've almost finished, which is good because I have been shaking around on this seat, this pan seat, for some time. It's almost 6 o'clock. It is a big field for this size of mower, but it's been fun. It's been different because I've never mown an area like this before with a mower so small, or a tractor so small. So that is an achievement. But once again, as I keep saying, the sky is good. It is clouding over a bit. It's cloudier than it was earlier, but it's still pretty good. It's not bad at all, and the temperature's fine as well. Okay, we'll get that turned off. Get that folded up. And, well, yeah, I think really that is everything for today. And we'll be coming back here soon to either ted it or just row it up and bale it, just depending on what Dennis wants and what is most suitable. But I would still like to go for the baling option, baling of hay if we can do. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.